sorry about that.
It's all good, man.
All right, good. We got him on the phone live via video. There we go. LA Werewolf
There
joining
we go.
us.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you good. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. Perfect.
Do I look based?
I love it.
No.
I love it.
This fucking guy.
This is for Israel, okay? Trump put Israel first.
Yeah.
Israel first, America second, okay? That's right. So I have converted to Judaism.
Well, you might as well.
Wow, that was...
Get in on the winning team, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also get us a fucking radio deal then, because now you're connected with those people, so help us out.
Well,
I'm trying to, because I made some edgy content that made fun of Jews, so now I have to like apologize. So now I'm doing like this apology tour. So I'm converting to like, break even. I'm trying to break even, because I've been banned off all social media platforms. So I got to break even somehow.
I don't know if Crush It Tall Boys and wearing a menorah on your shirt. Talking about Israel first is good. It's an interesting angle, I guess. But to Royce's point too, I don't think we're getting a radio deal.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Probably not.
Oh, nice. Hey, listen, by the way, I want to share a little knowledge with you that I learned recently. Shout out. I'm not going to say who gave me the idea, but he knows who he is.
Oh, I know.
You bought one of the 3-pack of Tall Boys where it's wrapped, right?
Typically I do, but sometimes like I drink one and then I'm like, God damn it, I should have bought 2 more.
Yeah.
And I just go buy 2 more like a cuck.
Here's a little trick
Sucks.
for you, right? What you do is you grab one of those out of the cooler and you warp the barcode on the actual wrap, and you try to get the barcode on the can to show. So when they scan it, they only scan one of them. Little trick for you out there.
Yeah.
I'm a very helpful
Life
guy.
hack. Life hacks out here.
So shout out to you know who gave me that one.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, I want to get into it a little bit because you contacted us initially. Before we get into that, promote what's your exact URL and stuff on YouTube and all that so they can find you.
So my exact URL on YouTube is @LA Werewolf, and forget all social media because I'm banned across the board. So there's no point in that anymore.
Very nice.
So yeah, I'm a white supremacist, even though I'm Mexican. So that's how it works.
Hey man, don't worry. I'm a Nazi and I'm Cuban, so don't feel bad. Like I know how you feel. It's fun. It's fun to be labeled. Because now at this point, I would tell Mike, I just accept it now. We got called neocons the other day, and before that, what else did we get called? Like it all depends on what the day is, what we get called.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was I started getting comfortable and around just before the election last year is when I started being like, okay, cool, I'm a Nazi. It's fine. I just don't have enough energy.
Yeah, I'm too tired to deal with this.
Because I'm gonna I could sit here for 2 hours and go back and forth with you in a YouTube comment, but at the end, I'm still gonna be a Nazi, Islamophobe, homophobe, racist. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna save 2 hours, and go play some fucking Hitman or some Destiny.
Yeah,
and be done with this.
Have other things to do.
Where can I plug you guys on my YouTube channel? Where can we find you guys at?
Revenge of the Cis. It's usually / We're Not Sorry. I think YouTube, it's Revenge of the Cis.
Yeah, it's youtube.com/Revenge of the Cis. That's where you.
Are you guys live on YouTube or Facebook?
I would love to be live on YouTube, except
we had a thing. We
have a 90-day ban from live streaming on YouTube.
I have that too. I have 2 strikes.
Yeah. Ooh. We are live right now on Twitch because that's our backup. Twitch.tv/We're Not Sorry. That's where we're rocking it. And also Facebook, Revenge of the Cis, and even fucking Periscope. Dude, I have so many redundancies because you never know which one's going to get zapped. Because we get zapped, it's at half of a show, I'll just see access denied. What do you mean? And then gone.
I don't understand why I have to go through all the same steps that, let's say, a Jason Kessler or like a Matt Heimbach has to go through to stay alive on social media. I'm not that outrageous.
No.
I'm really not. I'm on a 30-day ban right now because I don't know if you watched this is a CW show. It's a crossover of all the superhero shows, and it's like an alternate reality where the Nazis win, and there's a Nazi Supergirl. Nazi Supergirl is played
by... Does she look like Lauren Southern, or what does she look like?
Hot. She kind of
Super
does.
hot,
She has a Lauren Southern-y vibe to her.
Is she thick, or is she skinny like Tommy Loren?
No, she's a skinny little, cute little thing.
I like them thick.
All right, but she's still hot. And it's like all I did was make the perfect girlfriend doesn't exist meme with a picture of Nazi Supergirl, but they replaced the super logo with an SS logo. And I think that's what got me. But it was a direct promo shot from a CW show.
Well, the SS can mean super sport or something like that.
That's what
So it doesn't have to be like Nazi stuff. It's American SS. It's American as hell. Love it.
So I wanted to get into this a little bit. We originally we came across each other because Royce and I have been getting shouted at a lot on the internet because of having Johnny Benitez on and then having
Johnny Bananas.
Johnny
though.
Johnny Bananas. And then of course that led us into our little scuffle with Based Stickman, who doesn't. He's not a fan of ours now.
He's a Fed. I'll say it. He's
yeah,
a Fed.
we just said it too before we had you on. We think he's a fucking Fed.
But I just want to say for starters, Kyle Chapman is based. Okay, he's really based. Right. So people out there on Reddit calling him a tranny lover, it's not his fault. He was in prison for 10 years. Okay, he can't help it. All right, it's not his fault. Amber Cummings seduced him, and so did all the other trannies in the NorCal movement that are not a part of the South. So I just want to say he's based. He gets women and men. He's based. Okay,
that is pretty based.
It is based,
and it's
it's progressive.
It's very progressive. It's good to see a man who manages to get in touch with his internal homosexuality, but is still a racist. It's good to see somebody who can still.
But enough about Milo.
Oh, fuck. But yeah, so I mean, that's how we got into it. And then initially, LA Werewolf was like, "Hey, I live out here. I know some stuff. I'm in the whole media game. Let's link up." So I was like, "Okay, this will be fun." And I know that the reason I kind of wanted to have you on is because you're one of the only people that isn't screaming at us from one side of it, and that's why we're like, all right, this guy seems a little more reasoned about this as opposed to.
Well, that's kind of where I want to start, though, is like basically the whole crust of this whole problem is like neither side can joke around. Like Kyle Chapman and Johnny Benitez are so fucking serious. They're not funny. They don't understand sarcasm. They have no humility. And to be fair, I like them both. Like, I wish the best for them both because there's plenty of space in the movement for both. But yet they both hate each other for retarded reasons, and it's kind of dumb. Like and the other reason why also too I don't want to pick a side is I don't have time. I don't have time to go on the internet and call him a cuck and go, "Oh, you're a faggot," and "Oh, you're a Fed," and "Oh, you're gay," and "Oh, you're bald," or like it's like I don't have time for that shit, you know? So it's like I don't care. Like it's just too Jerry Springer for me.
It is, and then we get fucking tagged in these fucking retarded things, and it's just I don't want to be involved every time everyone's fighting with each other and screaming at each other. I don't care.
Yeah, we've been tagged in an ongoing Twitter thread for weeks now, and we're even guilty because after a couple days of it, every once in a while you just snap and you're like, "Fucking leave me alone, you larpers! I hate all of you faggots on both sides," you know. And then you end up stirring it up more, and then they're like, "Yeah, you see, they're just trying to stay relevant." You're like, "No, I'm trying to unclutter my fucking feed, and I don't want to be the guy who blocks people because then they go, oh, see, we won because he blocked us." No, I'm blocking you because you're autistic and you can't stop. Just stop.
Well, yeah, there's some of that, or they'll report your accounts and get you shut down.
Oh yeah,
dude, it's like it's Christmas. Go be with your family.
Well, no, it's Hanukkah, okay?
Oh, Hanukkah.
Sorry.
It's Hanukkah.
Real.
You're right. I'm sorry, L'chaim. I actually converted at the beginning of the show, so it's very funny that he did too. Because I'm
gonna have this show shut down unless you fucking praise Israel right now.
Well, it's going to be really awkward because I'm converting to Islam, so this show's going to be very tense from now on.
But now that 2 out of 3 people on the show are Jewish, we just went from having only 2,000 followers on YouTube to now we're starting an IPO on Monday on the NASDAQ. So that was quick.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
And Comcast bought us.
And you'll probably get a YouTube Vivo, and you'll get the red carpet from Susan Wojcicki, who happens to be Jewish. Don't talk about it. She just is, okay?
Yeah, don't talk about it.
The only way to get big on YouTube is you have to be an Armenian genocide denier like the Young Turks. That's how you pop up there.
That's how it works.
We're just waiting for the, we're just waiting for the chosen people to buy up Revenge of the Sis.
Controlled opposition money.
We want them, yeah, we want them to buy us up and then boot us like Gavin McGinnis. And then that's it. And then we just get to go do a podcast in our kitchen, walking around our bathrobe with a mug like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, or you can go to Vegas and just, do some investigative reporting there.
Like Laura Loomer?
Well, you can't say her name.
Oh,
okay?
You
can't say her name because she'll get you shut down. I can't say her name.
I thought if you say her name 3 times, she shows up like Beetlejuice.
No, she shows up and sucks you off like she did to Kyle Chapman.
I'm not young enough for her.
Yeah. Well, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Oh, okay. That's not too old. Yeah. You act like you're old.
No, but
he's lived the whole life.
I've seen the guys she likes to bang, and they're all fucking, they all look 12. You know
but she used to be fat, so anybody could fuck her. Like she has like the fat girl mentality in her head. Like she used to be really fat, and now she's like kind of skinnier. She's still insecure. So
they're the best. There is no sweeter low-hanging fruit in the world than a girl who used to be fat.
Will you take Loomer to deplorable because Prison Planet won't?
Honestly, I think I would go so far as agreeing to go to the deplorable with her, and then I would no-show like an asshole.
That sounds like you.
And then
I would take her because, like, the reason is if we had Coke to share, like, she got a nose job, so the Coke, she wouldn't hog it all. It'd be enough for both of us. If I buy an 8-ball, you know, because I'm kind of cheap.
Yeah.
So it would work out.
Joke's on you. Have you seen her gums? She's going to rub it in those fucking monsters. Suck it all up like a sponge.
Oh, my God, you're right. What a surface area to work with. What happened? She overdosed on cocaine. How? She wasn't even snorting any. She was just rubbing it on her gums.
Have you seen her gums?
Gumsgate. Even the next one.
Fucking bad.
No, I'd be like, yeah, baby, I'll be there. And then I would stand her up. And then I would make sure I would live stream on Facebook while the deplorable was going on from some way lamer place.
Okay, there you go.
Like
that works.
I would go see the latest DC movie. And I'd be like, oh, I went here instead Solo Dolo.
But you just gotta be careful though, because if you're at the deplorable on DC and Richard Spencer shows up, she's gonna go to Richard Spencer and take a picture with him, you know, like she did in the past. You're gonna get cock blocked.
Yeah, but then
by the white nationalists.
But then Richard Spencer might fuck you, Mike, because he's definitely a gay guy.
I'd rather go to the deplorable with Richard Spencer, quite frankly.
Well, because you know he puts out.
He at least still has an air of respectability.
That's a good and a better dresser.
And probably stays in a nicer hotel.
Oh, he definitely stays in a nicer hotel.
I've seen Laura Loomer's Patreon. Richard Spencer is definitely staying in nicer hotels.
Well, maybe if SJWs weren't popping her tires fake all the time like she made up.
Yeah. Hey, Laura, if you're watching, listen, it's not the deep state. It's fucking dry rot, you asshole. You're supposed to fucking take care of your tires. Rotate them, you douche. Oh, my God. We got really
But that got so bad that the Michelin Man had to comment from Twitter.
Yeah,
like, you have
dude,
the Michelin Man on Twitter going, hey, it looks like the weather destroyed your tires. The fucking meme had to call you out on that.
That was probably, like, because that whole thing was devastating to the image of Laura Loomer.
It was.
And it was already really bad, but that Michelin tweet, it was like watching a grown human step on a baby bird's neck. Yep. Like, it was like, holy shit, that was just overkill. She's dead. It's like watching. Remember The Simpsons when Krusty is beating the shit out of the midget and slamming his.
He's already dead.
That's how I felt when the Michelin Man chimed in. I'm like, oh my God, a tire company is ripping you.
Yeah, she's done.
Yeah, no,
she's done.
She's absolutely done. But so what's going on? The back to the topic of the call. Now that we went off, it's easy to mention.
That's a good segue. It's a good segue. Perfect. Because what got me into the real life. So, little backstory here. Number one, I'm a neckbeard. Okay, I live in my mom's basement. My room's messy. That's my green screen, right? Basically, I run a YouTube channel in my bedroom, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself, like, you know, I need to go to these rallies because I always see him. Like, I see Johnny in the news, and I see all these people, and like Kyle Chapman at Berkeley, Battle of Berkeley. It looks kind of cool, right? So I was thinking, like, oh, I need to go out in the real world. So I started to reach out to Irma, who was dating Johnny, and originally I was gonna talk to her on YouTube, but we couldn't figure it out because we were both boomer cucks. Like, we're too stupid to fucking figure that out. And then I started going out to the real life Laguna Beach rallies, and that's where I ran into Johnny. And I liked his events. I went to his Make Men Great Again event, and I thought he did a good job, you know, as a SoCal leader, so to speak. And then you had this feud breakout between Kyle and Johnny, and then you have the death threats and the green light and the base fed man controversy.
Don't forget the Congo fisting. That's our favorite part of this, the Congo fisting. You gotta mention the Congo fisting.
Can you red pill me on the Congo fisting? I know what it is, but just say it just in case.
Congo fisting was when Kyle Chapman greenlit Johnny and the other guys, and Kim Sorgente, I believe, and Chris Egan, I believe, was the one that said he was going to Congo fist him when he saw him.
Yeah, it sounds like a based move to use on a tranny. I would Congo fist a trap right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but then Blair White's going to post about it on Twitter and complain. It's this whole thing.
Yeah, and then she's going to be crowdfunding. It's, oh, God, It's always crowdfunding. It always ends up in crowdfunding.
At least to be fair, Blair White is at least a convincing tranny.
Agreed.
Compared to the rest of them.
Like the ones that Kyle Chapman allegedly bangs.
Yeah, I'd rather go to Deplorable with Blair White than Laura Loomer.
Good point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
More fucking.
But so then you had all that. So then you had that whole fiasco breakout, and then Omar Navarro, just another character in the pot, just stirring it more. And it's just, There's too much drama here. I feel like I feel like I live in a reality TV show like Beverly Hills 90210, but it's just like it's more lame than that, where we call each other feds and infiltrators and cucks. You know, it's not that great.
Yeah, and just to clarify, because that's one of Kyle Chapman's biggest go-tos is, I'm not a Fed, here's proof. And then all the proof just doesn't make any sense. Like, I have a state charge. What could the Feds possibly do about that? I don't know, supersede the state, you asshole, like they've been doing since Lincoln? Like, but he has this, I don't think he's a Fed. I think that he's a guy who likes to fucking get ramped up and drink and maybe do a couple bumps and some roids, and he likes to fight people, and that whole lifestyle caught up with him, and he realized, hey, I can stay relevant, I'm allowed to operate with impunity, and all I got to do is once in a while feed a little info to the big guys, and he's Whitey Bulgering it, in my opinion. That's all.
Yeah, and plus the thing that I see with it too is, like, let's say the worst case scenarios are true, right? Let's say Kyle Chapman is a Fed and Johnny Benitez is an infiltrator. Let's pretend, right? I mean, even if those are the worst case scenarios, how is that going to fuck me over? I don't care. Like, Johnny can't fuck me over, and neither can Kyle Chapman, and they can't really fuck over the SoCal movement, so I don't really care. Like, they can't do shit. Like, they're just memes. Like, that's what they are. They each do their own little thing, and that's it. I mean, there's nothing more past it. They can't damage anything. So I don't see what people's fears are, even if they pick a side. Like, there's nothing to fear. That's what I don't get about this whole thing.
Is it fair to say that Kyle Chapman and Johnny Benitez might both be suffering from a case of Shia LaBeouf-itis? Like, just
they're dividing us?
Like, just a case of taking yourself so seriously and doubling down more and more, as opposed to going, all right, you know, fine, you got it.
Yeah, well, see, that's the issue, is neither of them can laugh. Like, that's it. See, so here's the thing. Let me take a step back as well again. So, like, I'm kind of a troll. I joke around. I shit post. I do blackface. I say the N-word, whatever, right? I don't care. And I have fun doing it.
Quit digging. You struck oil.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of trolling, before you continue, your VidMe video, holy shit, when I shared that, the amount of hate it got, it was beautiful. Beautifully done.
Why? People get mad because I said VidMe sucks?
Yeah, they got really mad.
Really funny. I shared it, and people were like, this guy's a fucking idiot. You know, man, YouTube's just going to be like this forever, if you know. And it was just so much anger. And I was like, I like this guy. I'm going to have fun bringing him on.
Well, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would you base your company off of a model that doesn't make any money when you're not backed by Google? Like, that's so fucking stupid.
It's a very good point.
Yeah.
That's the most autistic thing ever. Oh, yeah, I want to be just like Google and make no money, and I have no one to bail me out. Like, of course you're going to fail, you fucking idiot. Like, Jesus, fuck. I don't know how people are fucking, they're just emotional, so then they get butthurt when it fails. It's like, yeah, it sounded good. It's a unicorn and it died. Like, get over it. No, but back to the whole Kyle Chapman Johnny thing. Where was I?
Well, you were saying that, you know, they take themselves a bit seriously, and you tend to be kind of a troll.
And so does Omar Navarro. So here's the thing. So, like, taking a step back, like, I'm a troll, I joke around, all that stuff. But I also have a sign of humility, and so does Donald Trump. Like, when Trump gets made fun of, like, he has a sign of humility, and he, like, laughs or jokes about it. And these guys can't make a joke. They can't laugh. So, like, Kyle Chapman, for example, like, went on your guys' podcast and called you guys fags. Like, okay, that's not really a good insult. Get more original. And then when I criticized the movement that Johnny Benitez was having, and I said, you know, there has to be more to the rallies than just having rallies. There needs to be more activism behind it. He got butthurt about it and called me fat. And so that's why I'm drinking Bud Light instead of Budweiser.
That's
okay?
fair.
I'm trying to cut out the calories.
He cut deep.
You know.
Yeah,
he did.
That was Chapman's insult to me. He goes, fat ass. I'm like, all right, I guess. Like, what is really? That's your like. Again, the one thing I did realize, and I'll say this, is that you're not dealing with mental juggernauts. You're not like once you leave the meme, once you have to talk to him as a person, you're not getting any high level debating. And if again, that's not everybody, but you're also not getting any comedy or. I don't get. It's like
what?
It's they're basically photo ops, is what they are.
Yeah.
I get that, but it's weird.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't mind it. It's good for the movement, but
your movement's
kind of sad.
Your movement's in trouble though when the rules are we're going to decide who the leader is via fist fights. Like that's you know what I mean. It's really good.
I was just going to crowdsource myself for a base black man. Okay, trademark that base black man.
I like it.
To fight Kyle Chapman. I'll find the biggest 6'9" black dude to fight him, and that could be the leader of the NorCal. And then I'll make sure he fucks the trannies, and I'll be his manager like Don King, and he could be my Mike Tyson.
Well, can't we put like RC Maxwell through a little training, maybe? Go to the gym, do some sparring. All I'm saying is if Conor McGregor lasted a few rounds with, Floyd Mayweather, we might be able to get him in fighting shape.
Well, RC Maxwell, he's a really articulate guy. He's a college debate prep guy. He's not really a fighter.
Well, then we're screwed.
He has a little bit of Inglewood in him or wherever he grew up, but he's not really a fighter.
Maybe we have to red pill Terry Crews. He'll do it.
Yeah, seriously.
Like,
you're gonna have to work with me here because we don't have a whole lot of depth.
There's not a black guy bench. There's not a bench here.
No, yeah, none. We really have none. It sucks.
I mean, unless fucking Candace Owens decides to become a dude.
Yeah. Well, you never know. It's still early, and it'll be it's a new world we live in.
Well, she does keep just jumping around with new gimmicks. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back to the whole like stale meme thing. So, but at the same time, I want to say this though too. I also want to say that basically like Kyle Chapman's a good meme in the sense of like fighting leftists physically in the streets. Like that's good for the movement. And so is Johnny having the rallies in Southern California. Like it's good for the movement. But beyond that, there's not really much activism to it. And let me just say I am more of an activist than both of them put together. So like I am the brainchild behind hashtag defund Antifa. And as I raise awareness to Antifa and sub.media and Redneck Revolt and all these subsets of these communist movements, at the same time, I get my at least 2,000 active fans to report their Patreons and their PayPals and get them deleted and get them deactivated so they can't crowdsource any more money. Or itsgoingdown.org, that was another one that we attacked, and we successfully took those out. And that's the problem for Kyle Chapman and Johnny to a degree is what are they accomplishing in being the photo op of these things,
Selling shirts.
Getting college pussy?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
no, I agree. But I mean, you said it's the end game. I mean, that's the end game. That's
selling shirts and grabbing skirts.
I like
Kyle Chapman. Based informant man.
It's Okie to be white.
Yeah. And if you fucking talk back to me on Twitter, I'll knock your black gums out of your mouth. Black
Jesus.
Hey, let me comment on that too. It's the RC Maxwell thing. Let me comment on that. So I know RC Maxwell personally, okay? And so like RC Maxwell says nigga here and there. I say nigga here and there as a joke. Ironically,
I'm guilty.
So do we. Guilty.
I'm guilty of it.
Yeah, that's right, nigga.
I'm from a less than affluent childhood, so yeah.
And I watched a lot of Bad Boy videos as a kid, so.
There you go. No, but so when Kyle Chapman calls RC, when Kyle Chapman says, "Oh, I'm not your nigger,"
yeah,
like the reason why that bugged me is like twofold. Number one, Kyle Chapman panders so hard to the alt-right, but he's not alt-right. Yeah. So you can't say nigger, okay? If you're alt-right and you call RC a nigger, I'll be like, okay, you're alt-right. You're pretty far right. I'll accept that. But if you're like alt-light, you can't say nigger. Like that's just one of my opinions. And number two is there's no punchline to it. Like what's the joke? Like
yeah, and I said the same thing to Royce when I saw the screenshot when I was updating him about the situation. I'm like, that's a big step into honestly, this show has done some really fucking edgy shit. Like we do a bit.
You can't edge me. You can't out edge me.
We did well. I mean, I'm not trying to make a contest, but I'm just to be fair. We've done we do a red pill Jay Leno, where Jay Leno rants about the Jews and trust me, denies the Holocaust and all kinds of shit.
He does,
but it's a character But there's like you said, there's no punchline to just dropping an N-bomb. That is fighting words. Always. We've never said that word. We've never. That's where I kind of went. He's really taken a fucking. He's been precipitously crashing and burning for some time, and that was the moment where I was like, "Ooh, that's a new low point, buddy." Ooh.
Well, yeah, he's a loose cannon. That's his other downfall for Kyle Chapman is he just wants to fight everybody, and he wants to just. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't understand comedy. Like he just.
Well, yeah, I don't know. And like I told Mike, like out of all the Ninja Turtles, he picked the one with the worst weapon. The bow, really, Donatello, dude? You couldn't go with a sword or maybe nunchucks, like a stick?
Well, to be fair, Kyle Chapman can't legally hold a sword.
That's a good point.
Right. He can't have a sword or a sai. Mm-hmm. He might be able to have the nunchucks. I don't know.
I don't know how nunchucks work.
I think he has a nunchuck on his keychain. I've seen that video.
Okay. Good for him. Yeah, I mean, it's the thing was, and I agree with the photo op stuff and all that, and it's, you know, the dude's been interviewed on some pretty big shows and stuff like that, but
it's good for the movement to raise awareness, I guess.
It is, but then when that becomes the leader of the movement, or not the lead, well, you know, de facto leader for a while of the movement, at least to the normies, you know what I mean? Obviously, that's not the truth, but you know, when they see that, they don't go into the whole, you know, politics or go as deep as we do. They'll just be like, okay, he's like, you know, it's the leader of them, and then that's the problem. He made himself that, so when he does fucking use the hard R, you know, N-word, then it's like, oh fuck, now this guy, he represents all these people, and it's like, okay, everyone's this guy, everyone's a frat guy with a stick hitting people over the head,
and he validates everything the left says about it,
and
which
that's
is
the
why
problem.
you gotta police these people.
Yeah, because go ahead. Sorry.
And that's what separates me from them, is I'm really fringe. Like, I've done a Jew parody where I call Laura Loomer with the yarmulke on, and I rub shekels together, and I call her a kike on the phone. Like, I've done all that, and like, I understand how fringe and edgy that is, but I'm not trying to be in the limelight. I'm not trying to be a leader of a movement. I'm just a side character, you know, so I don't have to worry about what I say. I'm not the face of anything, you know.
Right? No, yeah, no, and that makes sense. But that's the thing. At least in my opinion, like, he embraces it. Like, yeah, I'm the guy. You know, I'm the guy that people go to, and I'll just fuck you up. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. But he won't, though. He won't. Like, at Berkeley, he just hit the guy over the head with a stick, and then he like backed into the crowd again. Like, it wasn't really a fight. It was just like, okay.
Well, didn't he try to gouge Benitez's eyes out in a hotel?
I've seen like 4 versions of that.
Yeah,
video.
I don't know if he was trying to rape Johnny or if he was trying to gouge his eye out. I wasn't sure, because like they got on the floor and it was like wrestling. But I don't know if that was MMA or sex.
And he sounded a little drunk too, so he might have been trying to get I think maybe Kyle was trying to make up with him in his own aggressive way.
Yeah, well, I mean, Johnny has a bald head that looks pretty like rubbable. Yeah, you know, like.
True. And they both finished the fight with erections and not to know what to do with them. It's great.
Yeah.
Rolling around on the floor with guys just rubbing dicks. Yeah, it's real fucking manly. It's just, there's so much gay shit that goes into people that are so mad. Like you said, the trannies, like, do so many gay things, like always take their shirt off when they're about to fight. I'm like, really, dude? That's going to stop you from punching your Hanes t-shirt? Like, it's just these weird things. And like, that's pretty gay, man.
And I want to correct the people, too, who did listen to the original Johnny Benitez segment. Because a lot of people accused us of like, oh, yeah, they really, you could see the look on their face when Johnny said he'd call the cops on Kyle. They were calling him a pussy with their eyes. No, I can tell you that we, in fact, did not cringe when Johnny said that. The only part during the interview where me and Royce cringed was when Johnny showed us the shields that everybody made for the Kyle Chapman gang.
Yeah, we did cringe.
That was the only time I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I don't like that LARPing stuff. And that's one thing that I was trying to tell all the SoCal people when we hang out is like, don't wear helmets on your heads just because Antifa is going to show up. It looks so gay. It looks like you're trying to like LARP and play Dungeons and Dragons in the street. Like, I get safety and I get like wearing goggles to protect your eyes from pepper spray, but like, you don't have to wear a full out like night outfit that you made in your garage. Like, it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's only hot when Lauren Southern does it.
Yeah.
They're tailoring stuff in their apartment like Peter Parker. Like, it's like, dude, you're not superheroes. You're not patrolling the streets.
It's like Project Runway for the right wing.
Yeah, that's what it is. It really is. It's like the remember the Mike in New York, was it the Hells Angels that were doing it? Or what was the group that was walking around with the fedoras on protecting
the Guardian Angels.
Guardian Angels, that's it.
The Hells Angels were the complete polar opposite.
The Guardian Angels walking around with fedoras in there. I'm like, what stop. Like,
they wore fedoras?
No, but berets.
Berets, sorry, berets.
Oh, berets.
Yeah, berets.
Yeah.
Walking around. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I say, what do they think they are? Like the fucking Mexican supremacists, the brown berets? Like, why would you wear that? Yeah, it's so tacky.
It's just this,
and the shields and stuff. Like, honestly, I don't mind some of the optics. I don't mind the polo. Like, you know, when you see like a sea of white polos, that's, you know what I mean? A bunch of guys acting normal and just going, look, we're all part of the same group. That's fine for optics. But when you're carrying shields and, you know, makeshift weapons and sticks, and you look like,
then you go lightning bolt.
Yeah, and you're carrying a hockey stick around like fucking Casey Jones in the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. It might be time to dial it back.
If you're talking about going to the Berkeley rally and you're also worried because you don't have a healer in the group, you might have a fucking bad problem.
Hey, who's our bard? Dude, I'm bard.
Get some mana potions, okay?
You're gonna need plenty of that in milk, of course. You're always gonna need milk.
Always. It's just, you know, it's. a lot. It's what happens with a lot of things. I mean, I think a lot of stuff starts as good ideas, and then when people take things to the fringe, and you get some people that. This is my problem with. We need some sort of leadership that's actually able to debate and talk and put an idea, because okay, the fighting stuff, yeah, there's plenty of people that'll sit out there and fucking punch people, there's no problem, but it's like, for a movement at least to be successful, you need people out there that have a coherent thought, that are saying something that makes sense, not just sitting out there with shields and hitting people on the head with a stick. That to me,
well, that goes back to Johnny and Kyle and Omar Navarro. Is all three of them don't have any ideas, and they're gonna get pissed off if they find out I said this. Probably Johnny the most, but I mean, realistically, on Johnny's side of things, like, I like the rallies that Johnny does. They're fun to go to. I like talking to, like, my people, so to speak. But, like, if we're just in the street calling the other side cucks and fags with MAGA hats on, like, it doesn't get anything done.
Yeah, no, and that's true. And again, I agree with you. And a lot of the infighting and a lot of, the whole people breaking off into that's the problem, man. That's what the fucking left. That's what the left does. Like, not letting black people go to their parades, and cops can't march in the gay parade if they're gay. Like, that's the kind of. It's that weird sectioning off, that weird tribalism. It's like, dude, it's really. I always said it up until recently. My thing was, the reason I like the right is because they tend to coexist better with everybody in their group. Like, yeah, there might be some more, alt-light people, and there might be some people that are full Richard Spencer and on the whole, but at the end of the day, you could sit down and agree on, we need a smaller government or whatever. But the left is now eating itself, and when this starts happening, we're eating ourselves. Like, you're just jealous of Kyle.
I want to put the blame on, I'll just put it out there, I want to put the blame on Omar Navarro. Mm-hmm. So basically, I feel like Omar Navarro is like the SoCal kingpin, so to speak. So if you go against Omar Navarro, then he'll get Kyle Chapman on you. And I feel like that's the whole crust of the Johnny-Kyle fight. Because before Kyle Chapman had problems with Johnny, you had Omar Navarro and Johnny having problems. And I just find it too coincidental that all of a sudden, Johnny and Kyle have a problem. You know what I mean? I can't prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, but it's just too coincidental for me. Like, Omar really wants endorsements. He really wants everyone to like him. And if you don't like him and you don't disavow people, then you're on his hit list, so to speak, Yeah. I'm not going to name drop anyone that I know and talk to personally that's pretty well known, but he's asked people that I know that are pretty well known to disavow other people. And Omar Navarro, like, really pushes that really hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to say the people's names, but yeah.
Yeah, and I don't look. I have a refusal to do that. I have one of my big things in life is just in general. Don't fucking tell me what to do or say.
Yeah.
Like I have problems with relationships with women because of shit like that. So fucking tell me what to do. Tell me what to say. Ask nicely. But when people start telling me disavow this guy, how dare you have that guy on your show?
Yeah.
And I'm like, how dare you fucking tell me what to do on my fucking show? I'll have anybody on here.
I agree with that 100%. And that's the thing. And that's the other thing, too, as a side note as well that I want to say. So, like, I have a media backing with a group called Folklore Americana. And, like, originally we wanted to make an advertisement for Kyle Chapman's plush doll, right? Like, no, it'd be fun. The whole point of it is, like, comedy, like, Kyle Chapman action figure. And then, like, I could be dressed up as Antifa or something. And, like, you have two kid actors, like those 90 commercials going, oh, my God, it's Antifa. And then Kyle Chapman, like, breaks through a fake brick wall and, like, hits me over the head or something. Like, that would have been funny, right?
And then does a line of coke off a tranny's dick.
Well, hopefully, if we could put that in and put it on TV, that'd be cool. I don't know if you can show that on TV or YouTube or whatever.
HBO, but, I guess.
Yeah, HBO. Yeah. Unless you have connections like Jank, then you can say whatever you want.
We have. I'm sorry, but just a suggestion in the chat for you, LA Werewolf. How about Based Plush Informant? That's a great name.
I like that.
That's a great product.
Do that. But the point I was trying to make with you guys was originally I wanted to help out Kyle to a degree and Johnny to a degree.
And get him into rehab.
Originally I wanted to help them both, but then I realized if I help one of them, then the other one's gonna like autistically screech at me and go, "Oh my God, why would you help that guy?" Blah blah blah. Like I could look past, as a content creator, I could look past the fights and not care, And like that's the problem that a lot of people have is they pick sides and they're so quick to do things, and it's like, I don't know. I wish Kyle and Johnny would just do their own things and not care about each other,
Yeah, easier said than done.
Yeah.
We're
and
wrapping it up.
and you guys are being accused of being
Go ahead.
Johnny supporters, right?
Well,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, we had him on the show. He was nice enough on the interview. I'm not going to talk shit on the guy. The guy did an interview. He answered the questions. Not that we agree with everything that he said, but you know, and the thing that I want to be clear here is that we invited Kyle on the fucking show too. It's not like we didn't.
No. Let's get something straight.
Yeah.
We invited him on the show months ago.
Well, let's get it tranny. Let's get it tranny.
Yeah, right. Lure him in here. We invited him months ago. Months ago, when this drama started, we tried to get both of them on. They both were like, "Hey, at the time we just started the show."
Yeah.
Then we tried again, and it was like, you know, whatever, a month ago or so. And Benitez was the first one to go, fine, I'll talk. I'm going to get back from court. I'll tell you the whole story, whatever. Yeah. So we set that up. We, again, made an overture to Kyle Chapman and said, look, we're having Benitez on. You want in? Get in. He waited till we were live to tweet us and go like, hey, what's the number? He made it sound like he was going to come on. He never showed. Then we made his fucking appointment off the air to have him on the next week. We set it all up, and then he fucking declined again. So it's, dude, we're not fucking Johnny supporters. But Johnny came on. He told his fucking side of the story. We challenged him. We brought up a few things to Johnny and said, well, what about this? And do you admit at least some guilt in maybe being a part of the problem, as in any power struggle and all that kind of shit? He dealt with us maturely for the whole hour. He didn't avoid anything. We got it done. And then after that, it was like, oh, keep sucking Benitez's dick. It's not even his real name. I'm like, I don't care, nigga. I'm not marrying the dude.
That's true. Point. Well, did you think about wearing a wig or something so maybe Kyle Chapman would come on?
Well, we've already tried that. Yeah, we put a wig on and makeup and lipstick on, and still no.
Did you say your name was Amber Cummings when you did that?
Well, no, we were doing a Blair White impression, so it's probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, I look good as a redhead though.
He
found
does.
That out.
He really does. I can't even say he does. It bothers me actually. It bothers me. He looks better as a chick than I do.
Yeah. Well, you know what are you gonna do?
Some people.
Whatever gets the views in the Patreon bucks.
Yeah, man. I'll fucking tell you. I'll tell you. That's the other thing. Everyone's then the other. Everyone's accusing you like, oh, and you fucking shilling. You don't fucking. Yeah, we are. We are shilling. We need money.
Well,
we get banned from everything.
You would make more money shilling for Kyle than you would Johnny.
Yeah.
Well, and the whole
thing, exactly. Good point.
And the whole thing too is when people go, just shilling your show, don't you get a job? I'm like, no, that's the whole point. Though is we want to do this as our job. We don't want to. Thank you for the suggestion. I know they're out there. Fine, cool, whatever. But I'd rather do this. So give us your money.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, fuck off. It's not like we're shilling every 10 minutes like Shapiro. Calm down.
Yeah, well, you guys need to start selling clothes and stuff. That's where you're fucking up.
Yeah, I would if fucking Teespring would just let me set a fucking product and be done with it and not do this dumb shit where you have, oh, you want to set it for 2 weeks? No, you dumb cunt. I want you to just sell the shirts.
What? Yeah. So is it like Revenge of the Cis shirt, or what is it going to be?
Well, we have just a generic Revenge of the Cis shirt right now.
Yeah, with our logo in like the Street Fighter-y font. You know, it was a nice shirt. A couple people
Are you guys on it or no? Like a picture of you guys on it or no?
No, that'll be the next one. Just for now, we wanted to do this, you know, just as a basic one. I think the next one will have us looking all handsome on it.
Yeah, you should. You should do that. Totally shill for yourself. That'd be dope.
Yeah, because we don't, we don't get bitched at enough for it.
Yeah.
And then that's the other thing. And then we got people that are like, fucking, they give us some money and then they expect to like tell us what to do. And then they get indignant.
Oh, no, I cut that off right away. Like when I have my Patreon donors tell me like what I should do for content, or like they're like, well, I give you like $10 a month, and I'm like, okay, bye. I delete them myself on Patreon. I'm like, bye. Like, okay, I don't care.
We love our patrons, and if they ever say, hey, you guys should do a thing on this, we're like, cool, we'll look into that. I just, as you know the difference between that and them being like, well, I fucking subscribe. You should do what I say. It's just like, listen, no. I'll take your money and block you, motherfucker. Don't challenge me.
Yeah, well, for me, it's like I have a very fringe fan base, so like they always give me shit, but like I accept it. I don't really care. Like I have a very radical fan base, so I don't really I just deal with it, you know. But if they go too far, then I just get rid of them, you know.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, and it's that, you know, don't get me, we appreciate it, and we do like all the people that fucking pay attention, but, you know, at the end of the day, people get indignant, like, they think they fucking own you. I'm like, you don't own us, dude. Leave us alone.
Yeah, dude, the fucking pedo-gay people are the worst.
Oh, my God.
Dude, there's nothing worse. Pizzagate boomers are literally,
oh my God.
If I could, like, you know, whenever people call me like, oh, yeah, you're a Nazi, whatever. No. Let's be honest. I'm a libertarian with fascist leanings. Do I believe in camps? Yes, but only for Pizzagate boomers. Because they're the only ones I want out of the country. Gone. Not based on race or religion or ethnicity. No, just all the boomers that scream at us in all capitals about Pizzagate. Gone.
But off the air, he says especially the black ones.
Oh! We just
how many
got
people
back
are
on
watching
Twitch
this right now?
I don't know. There's so many different fucking feeds. I would have to go through them. I couldn't even tell you.
How many feeds do you guys have?
Right now, there's 3. Right now, we're live on fucking Twitch, live on Facebook, and live on Periscope.
Yeah, we got to...
Normally, it was just YouTube back in the day until YouTube decided you've been bad boys and fucking
Wait, so what put you in the timeout corner?
Well, Mike, would you care to explain?
I made a video, and I got a content strike. We weren't live streaming. I was up late, drunk, fucking around on the computer, and when Lil Peep died... You know that video that was going around of him where he was on the fucking bus just passed out on some Sleepy Boys? And fucking the guy was... There was a video of this kid on his tour bus who's like his roadie, and he's like, yeah, he's like Lil Peep's in the back right now. He's doing crunches and sit-ups. He's getting in shape, blah, blah, blah. And he walks into the back while he's live streaming, and Peep's out cold.
Passed out.
Rumored.
Mouth open.
It was rumored like right before he was dead, basically, on the couch, like just out. Yeah. Like fucking 2 Xanny bars out cold. And I remixed that with the It's Always Sunny music and the title cards. And we were gone in a few hours. Done.
Yeah, it was boom. Done.
I thought it was funny.
Went too far.
But join us whenever Daily Motion starts live streaming. Join us on there.
I think they do.
Yeah,
actually.
Where's Kim.com to bail us out?
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to do that.
Broadcasting next week from the deep web at some point if this fucking keeps up.
Yeah. Hey, Notch, why don't you stop just fucking riding the alt-right's coattails to get headlines? Actually do something.
Yeah, give us fucking he has $1 billion. He could actually make his own YouTube. Notch could actually make his own YouTube. I think what you guys
could do to get rich is you should make your own plush dolls.
I like that. We should do that.
There you go. You should make a Revenge of the Sis plush doll like collector thing where you have like 4 of them. You 2 and other people. You know.
All right. I want
to collect them all.
I want to know something right now. Okay.
Sure.
This is like the 3rd time you've brought up plush dolls. What plush doll manufacturer are you shilling for right now? Who are you secretly working for?
It's that Chinese one in Alibaba. You'll probably find it.
I feel like he's a dealer now in plush. And he's just like, dude, anything you need in plush form, first off, your boy.
If we do one, it's going to be like the old WWE plush wrestling pals. That's going to be ours. Yeah.
Nice.
And we'll throw Ultimate Warrior in ours just in case.
Actually, we could sell those to SJWs and be like, look, you could actually beat up Royce and Mersh.
Yeah, there you go.
Unlike in real life where they'd kill you.
Or you can sell it as a voodoo doll that they could put needles and pins in.
I like that.
That's true.
There you go.
But
SJWs love that.
But we fill it with asbestos. Enjoy
anthrax.
Have some mesothelioma.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're fucking done, huh?
Dude, the whole hour was awesome.
That was easy. I always like when a guest is fun enough that we don't
have to work.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's great.
Do you guys have to work that much or no?
Sometimes.
Sometimes guests aren't as good as you. Listen, when we're doing this whole dance, sometimes we're doing the Dan Schneider stuff. We get some fucking weirdo fucking people on that are like, is this person? We cut them off like, that's enough. You're gone. You're gone.
Yeah, we roll the dice sometimes, and sometimes it pays off. So, But yeah, what are we? LA Werewolf on YouTube, and you're pretty much banned from the planet. Other than
what about banned off Twitter?
What about Gab or like PewTube or like?
I don't really care about those platforms. I feel like they're all gay. Like, I feel like it's like a niche. Like, oh yeah, it sounds good. Like, oh yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, we should fight the system. But then like the normies don't go there. So what's the point?
Yeah. I agree 100%. That's the problem. Like everyone, when our stream went down, everyone's like, "Oh, you should try." First off, you should try live streaming on Gab. We look it up. You could only live stream on Gab if you're a pro Gab user. If you pay for it, like
you can't download Gab on your phone anymore. So what the fuck's the point?
Yeah, it's dead, and there's nothing you could do. They
fucking
own the planet.
Fucking stupid.
And even when there was a Gab app, it was just like the mobile site. There was nothing good about it.
Yeah, that's very true.
No, they're all fucking jokes. See, this is what you have to do. Like, I'm gonna get my fans to make fake Twitter accounts of myself as they constantly get banned. So I'm just gonna use my fans as like a zombie Twitter account base. Every time one fan gets deleted, I'll have another fan fire up another one, and just to fuck them back.
I love that. You know? That's actually a really, really good idea. And also, can I say, I'm super happy that Mike right now is outnumbered by 2 spics. That's really good. I really, really like that.
Yeah, oh yeah, because
you're Cuban.
Yeah, because I'm in Florida and I've never been out fucking numbered by Hispanics before. What a unique experience for me.
Yeah, he's been mugged a lot. Thank you for being on, man. We really appreciate it. You're welcome on anytime.
All right. Well, if you ever need a guest filler, I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, well, that would be perfect.
We'll
because
I need a lot of attention because I'm a narcissist.
We'll put him on our bench.
You're on the bench, dude. No doubt.
And you got more subscribers than us. You fucking throw us a little shout out.
Yeah.
Help us out.
All right, man. We really appreciate it, dude.
All right. No problem. I'll see you guys.
Take it easy,
care, brother. That was LA Werewolf.
He's
Very
awesome.
cool segment.
That was fun. I like him a lot.
My favorite segments are the ADD segments. Like if other person's funny and we're just fucking having fun, that's an easy breezy gig. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Time to shill. So
it is time to
hit the subscribe button, share, like our stuff. Patreon.com, we're not sorry. PayPal, ME, we're not sorry. Just anything you can do to get the word out about this show, we would appreciate it dearly. Thank you guys so much for listening, as always.